it's on now. So
Okay. Hi.
okay, so we can move the camera. Okay. So let's start. Hi everyone, I'm Pascal Andriot, helping clients from around the world create fulfilling careers and lives. And I'm sitting here with Gigi Kuro, and Gigi is the founder of Immersions in Nature. And she just created Sisters of the Moon and is starting tomorrow a 29-day program into the womb. And before we get into that, Gigi, could you tell us a little bit about yourself, your background, how you came to create Immersions in Nature and going into the womb?
Yes. So I came here to Bali 3 years ago, and the name of the project is Immersions in Nature, where I feel that I can really, we are right now, we are immersed in this magnificent nature in Bali. And in this context, it's really a great opportunity for ourselves to connect with our true being. And so these are transformational journeys where we go from really exploring in depth, our movements, the way that we connect, that we communicate, the way that we relate with others, and to bring more awareness in our thoughts, in our actions, and put this all in alignment to our purpose in life. So it's basically discovering our bliss. And there are different modalities or practices that I've been developing through the last 2 years that I moved here. And one of them is inner dance, as you know, that's why we met. Right? That's how we met in East Valley and Mirata.
We just, it's a way of really connecting to yourself and really deconstructing
the mind.
Like deconstructing what doesn't really serve you actually.
All these belief systems, all these conditionings, and it is a very powerful tool to go really inwards and to really get closer and closer, if we can put it this way, to it. And
it being
this
source,
energy,
the energy, the pulse of life that we all have access to, but sometimes don't really let it in.
So there are different ways to access to that. And for me, immerse in nature is one of the ways as well that I've been connecting with myself, with that true being, without the noise of the city, without the noise of other things like all these inputs, so just really allowing and opening to receive a more neat, connection with the source, like cleaning that pure energy to the source. And this is I came from Brazil, where I was running this equine adventure tours, and it was also a way that I found at that time, in that context, to have these adventure trips, but also like sometimes for people was really deep, because they also push their boundaries, to the extreme where they haven't been in situations confronting themselves and discovering themselves in a way through these experiences. And well, the deeper now is that I took this to another level. So now it's not a trip; it's the trip is in this inner landscapes, right, of the mind and the body. So really being
it's an inner voyage versus an outer voyage.
Yeah, exactly. So now through this program, the 29 days into the womb, it's an invitation for women especially, but also men can try this, to connect with their womb, their virtual womb, right? It's not the organ itself it's not just the uterus, but like the potential that is there, that energy that is going back to the source, going back home, really. It's going and connecting with this energy. So in the inner dance process, right, we don't know really where we're going, because it's not something that you can direct. But through some meditations and some intentions, you can really, you know, have this intention to go there and create that reality, that also internal landscape in your mind, and feeling this sensation of being in this blissful state of mind as well, and there's so much joy and freedom there. And this is a spacious place to be, so we can really explore and transform ourselves from there. So that's the intention behind and connecting, like going deeper and deeper. So first, like, of course, to start with very basic things, steps, right? To really activate the womb, and then to navigate in this ocean of the unknown and really dive in. So to the depths, of the spirit, and from there really connecting with the source within us.
And this 21-day program, is it about going into the womb? What is it about exactly?
Yeah.
And why 29 days?
Yeah, so I call it 29 days into the womb space. It's this womb space is a container, right, to explore in depth. So the idea is like each one of us is gonna, like for example, starting tomorrow, right? That here in Bali is Nipu, it's the new year, and it's a day in silence. It's a day of reflection, and I'm gonna share just a few tips here attached to this video or on Facebook about how to prepare our bodies, so how to prepare this vessel, right? To clean it, so it's a more cleansing, and finding that space. That the commitment is really 15 minutes per day. This is your own commitment if you are really ready for that, if you feel like called to do this. And why each day of this 29 days is a new cycle of the moon. So it's starting tomorrow as a new moon as well, on the March 8th, 7th, right? And we're going to start sharing on the 8th by talking, because tomorrow is going to be a day in silence.
So this is an online program, right? 15 minutes a day, lasting for 29 days. Tomorrow is the first day, but because it's silent day here in Bali, Gigi will be sharing what to do, but there actually won't be a talking video, right?
Exactly.
Because it's silent day, but you'll get all the information right now.
Yeah, and it's especially because, well, taking advantage of that is really to tune in and to find your own space, to create that space, the physical space as well in your house. And if you have already your altar, or creating this altar is something that is going to be important to accompany you during this 29 days. Sometimes we need to have some objects, or statues, or burning incenses, candles and essence as well. So
creating an environment that will just
for you to relax, the effects, or the benefits of all of these practices, that the more like sacred you make it, right? It's up to you, of course, and your beliefs, and it's not something that, for me, is sharing what I'm doing, and you can take whatever is also beneficial for you, but also feeling what it serves your soul, right?
Like you might be attracted to stones, for example, or you might be attracted more to like flowers or fresh things, or so it all depends on the energy that brings you into this space of just relaxing and openness, I guess.
exactly, lights and, you know, or images and some writings as well. So it's important to accompany all this process, because it's gonna awake all this creativity, this force, right? This vital force. And so having journaling this is really also important, and it's a way to keep track of, as well as all your sensations, emotions and feelings coming up. And painting is another way, of course, to express. Dancing, painting. So we're gonna do all this beautiful practices: dancing, which activation dance, singing, painting, and you know, sharing with more sisters as well. Like the idea is like to bring, you know, each one's experiences, and I put it there and see, you know, how you resonate with this and how was your experience as well. But going beyond these narratives of personal stories, but also seeing, you know, this creating this collective womb where we all can fulfill, contain, you know, we feel in this safe container and really freeing ourselves to explore and going deeper in the company, you know, this network, this invisible web that we are going to co-create together.
So is this Sisters of the Moon related to the, well, I know it's related, but is it uniquely related to the 29 days into the wombs, or this Sisters of the Moon group is going to include everything else that Immersions in Nature does, like Shactivation and
we
calibration? And
I love names, right? I love to call it different things, but that in fact is all these modalities or practices, right? Well, one is called Shactivation dance, Shactivation and calibration, because we activate the divine feminine power inside us, but also it's important to keep it clean, right? To keep it calibrated as well. And Kali is because of the goddess Kali as well. So I like to combine those words, and then it's evoking these forces or these, you know, gods, goddesses is also that help us, at least for me, right? This is what it serves me. Again, like what I'm sharing is just about my beliefs and my practices, but no, it's not a religion. It's not about doing it something, not having a routine either. Like
it's more about finding your own religion.
Yeah, it's finding your own divinity, finding your goddess inside, and cultivating that presence. Basically, that's the most important thing: is cultivating that presence with your being, with your different bodies, and also honoring your temple, right? Your body. So honoring your body and in a sacred space, whatever, you know, feels good for you. In the morning is the best. Like ideally, I recommend like as soon as you wake up, those 15 minutes to start, like and connecting with yourself. So dropping in really, and you know, placing one hand on your chest and one hand on your womb, and then just really feeling, just tuning into your own feelings, sensations. Where is your energy? Where are your thoughts? And just acknowledging that. How do you feel as soon as you wake up? Before, you know, all this to-do list, before
looking at your emails and
stuff, you know, and keep yourself busy. But I believe that it's so important, like so necessary to have at least those minutes for yourself to connect with your true being. Then the rest of the day is gonna change, of course, like doing all these little practices that are not really practices, but it's more about just being and allowing yourself to have that time, right?
So in terms of like the practicality and how this program, and did you want to give the details of that right now, or is this going to be part of another video?
If we have the time.
So does that, like, will you be sending out one video every day?
Yeah.
And then you guys are free to watch it.
I'm going to tell you a secret. This is not a program. Like, I don't have written what is this program about. This is about co-creating. So I'm really curious, as you are, what is going to emerge from this, because I don't know. So I won't promise you what it's gonna
Mm-mm.
be, what results you're gonna get. You know, it's not about the outcome.
But are we tuning in? Are we tuning in on? Are we tuning in together on some platform?
Yeah,
Are
yeah,
we
yeah.
okay?
Well, the idea, there is an idea, of course, like of what it's gonna be like, the kind of framework, but it's not really. But yes, we're gonna be online, so this is like for anyone to join at any time. Sometimes, well, I'm gonna announce like I'm gonna join tomorrow at this time today. So if you really want to be alive, like and connect and ask for questions or whatever, it's also I'm gonna dedicate like 2 times per day because I also want to reach the other side of the world in Argentina, where I'm coming from, and you know,
and
my
America,
friends there, and yeah, so America and South America, and see if also we can connect with the sisters from there, and and the idea, yes, like start sharing. I'm gonna start sharing my own practices. You don't have the obligation to share necessarily, but just, and also you don't have any obligation. Like this is just a challenge for you if you can really have that time for yourself each day. And
so
then,
it's like everyone actually takes this 15 minutes if they can every day on their own.
Yeah.
And then we connect.
Yeah.
At some point in the day that you're going to announce and share. If we want to, we're free. We're all free to do.
Or just listening.
So. Yeah.
Because most of the time, like when we sit in circle and we start the dialogue in the inner dance, like it's not about, it's just listening to the others, that you can learn so much from that. And from some people, of course, that they need some guidance, you know, they need more like, oh, how do I do this? I can't, like, I didn't feel anything, like, so there are going to be lots of questions, I believe, like, and so all that also, obviously I'm open, and I also, if someone needs specific program, in that case, like one-on-one, I also offer that. More, you know, orientated to their needs, specific needs, or you know, desires. But then it's like the idea is like to have this interaction, and I have, of course, like some practices already that I've been developing that I am going to share, and some specific guided meditations to activate the womb, cleanse the womb, and all that we're going to post. And hopefully we'll do it together, because that is going to take also, it's going to empower other women. And like by doing it like simultaneously in different parts of the world, I believe it's also something really beautiful. So it's going to be this collective, also creating this collective womb at the same time.
So how does someone like sign up?
Yeah.
How does
yeah, well, this is the name of the Sisters of the Moon. It's just a group on Facebook. That, to be honest, is also new for me, so I haven't shared much online. So this is all new in a way. that it's
so just request to be part of Sisters of the Moon group. And
I have sent it some messages. So then also you can also share that link forward to other friends, you know, to your girlfriends, and also bring them to the group. And then I just, it's going to be from that group, basically. But also on YouTube, so I'm going to start sharing material like pictures and videos, audios as well, with music, the songs that I compose.
So this is your coming out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is sky.
Coming out of nature into the world.
Welcome to my world, and to the womb space, and basically, yes, about that, sharing this lifestyle.
Well, I'm in, and I'm really excited to be sharing all of this. So yeah.
Thank you. I'm in too.
So we really hope that you will be joining us.
Yeah.
And we'll see where this adventure takes us, right?
Yeah, let's see what emerges from here. I'm excited too. So hope to see you here soon. Namaste. Thank you.